6 weeks ago, this cow's foot was literally rotting and infected with bacteria. Today, we're visiting her again just to see how she's doing today, if she's recovered, and exactly what the future holds for her. Six weeks ago, I uploaded this video of cow 157. She was in serious pain because she was lame or limping on this back right foot, and it's not exactly hard to see why she was in so much pain. Her foot was literally rotting from the inside out because of a bacterial infection known as digital dermatitis. She also had a thing called a sole ulcer, which is basically when the inside of the foot actually starts to poke down through the sole of the foot, and that causes incredible pain in itself. This is me trimming her 6 weeks ago, and as you can see, it's a fairly brutal trim. In spite of that, I told you guys that I hoped she would make a full recovery, so we're back at this farm today to see exactly how she's doing, if she is recovering, if she's not recovering, what that means for her, and what we could have done better, if anything at all.
Just close your eyes and know beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty.
So here's the finished article, and as you can plainly see now, there is digital dermatitis on the sole of this cow's foot, eating away at the flesh, causing major problems, and that there is a sole ulcer, or proud flesh, which was actually sticking down out of her foot, so all of her weight was on that raw piece of tissue. We dressed this foot with iodine and then wrapped it with an iodine based paste, but clearly she was still lame when we let her out of the crush. After this amount of trauma and me digging and rooting around in amongst that foot, there's no way she was going to be completely pain-free when she got out of the crush, and as you can see here, she is indeed still in pain. So fast forward 6 weeks to today, and here is cow 157, or Betty as she is now known. And as you can see, she is walking really well, but the proof in the pudding is actually when we lift up her foot to see if that lesion and those problems have actually healed at all. First jobs first, let's get a better look at it. So the block stayed on really well, starting to wear down. There's a bit of a loose horn here and a slight issue here. So we're going to crack on and see how much of an issue this actually is. There's obviously a hole still in her heel, and as I'm trimming a cow like this, I'm literally praying in my head that that hole comes to nothing and that we have indeed managed to fix this problem completely. But you never ever know until you've trimmed it all away. So if you remember properly, this was all completely open. There was a big, really red sore lesion here. part of the corium, so the bit that grows the horn, was actually sticking out down through the base of the foot, or through the sole. And all of that is completely healed and repaired. There's a slight little dent here where I've taken away the loose horn, but that'll just fill in. It's a complete non-issue. We will leave this block on because it's wearing away really, really nicely, and I don't want this to go any further backwards. All in all, job's a good one. There's just this very slight openness here, but it's not a major problem whatsoever. That should heal up with some fresh air. And as we let her go, I can breathe a big sigh of relief because she is indeed completely healed. And don't worry about that red mark on her back right leg, it's just spray marker. Thanks for watching guys, I don't know about you, but I love a happy ending like this.